Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma. Oh Allah, increase my knowledge. Hello everyone, I'm Sana and today we will learn about noun, pronoun, verb and adjective. We will see how they fit into sentences and finish with a quiz. In English, there are 8 parts of speech and each one plays a different role in a sentence. Let's look at each one. Number 1, noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Today we will focus on 4 of these: noun, pronoun, verb and adjectives. Number 1 is noun. Noun is a name of person, place, thing or idea. Let's see an example. The cat is on the roof. In this sentence, cat is a noun because it names an animal and roof is a noun because it names a place. Second example is she lives in the city. Here the city is noun because it names a place. Now let's move on to pronouns. Pronoun is a word that replaces a noun to avoid repetition it over and over. Pronouns help make sentences less repetitive and more fluid. For example, he is my friend, they are going to the park. In these sentences, he, my and they are pronoun. Why they are pronoun? Because they replaces the noun. Next is verb. A verb is a word that describes an action or state of being. Verbs are essential. Why? Because they tell us what the subject of the sentence is doing or what state it is in. For example, she runs every morning. She eats an apple. Now, in these examples, runs and eats are action words, so they are verb. Next one is adjective. An adjective is a word that describes the quality of a noun or pronoun. For example, happy, tall, red. See some other examples. She has a black car. He is a tall boy. Now, in these two sentences, black and tall both are adjectives. Why? Because they tells you about the quality of a noun. I hope students you have understood the basics of noun, pronoun, verb and adjectives. These are important building blocks for making sentences. Next, we are going to learn about a common way to build sentences in English: the subject plus verb plus object SVO structure. This is one of the most basic and important structures for creating clear sentences. Let's break it down. This is the most common sentence structure in English. You should know that what is subject, verb and object. The subject performs the action, the verb is the action and the object receives the action. Let's see the examples. She eats an apple. Now she is the subject, eats is verb and apple is object. Next example is they play football. They is subject, play is verb and football is an object. Now see, why she is the subject? Because she is doing the action. Eats is the verb because it describes the action and apple is the object because it is receiving the action of being eaten. In the next example, they is the subject because they are performing the action. Play is the verb because it describes the action they are doing. Football is the object because it is the thing being played. Next sentence structure is subject plus verb. In English, some sentences use a simple structure called subject plus verb. This means the sentence includes a subject and a verb but doesn't need an object. These sentences usually describe an action or a state of being without affecting anyone else. Now, let's see some examples. Birds fly. Here, the birds are subject and fly is verb. Why the bird is subject? Because they are performing the action and fly is the verb because it describes the action the birds are doing. There is no object because the action of flying does not directly affect another noun. Next example is he sleeps. In this example, he is the subject because he is the one who is in the state. Sleeps is the verb because it describes the state he is in. There is no object because sleeping doesn't affect anything else directly. I hope you understand it. The next sentence structure is subject plus verb plus complement. You are already familiar with subject and verb. Now, what is complement? A complement is a word or phrase that completes the meaning of the subject and verb. For example, the sky looks blue. In this example, the sky is the subject of the sentence, looks is the verb describing the state, and blue is the complement providing additional information about the sky. The second example is she is a teacher. She is the subject of the sentence, is the helping verb, and a teacher is a complement giving more information about she. Solve this quiz. I will share the answers in our next lecture. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.